Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Matters Go. Today I want to talk about show-off potheads. We all know someone. We have someone on our friends list, something on our news feed where it's a, show-off pothead. I don't have a problem with these people. I don't hate them. I just think it's a little bit silly what they're doing, okay? Look, I smoke marijuana. Whoop-de-fucking-do. That's how it should be taken. It should be taken the same way as smoking a cigarette. You don't go, if someone says, I smoke cigarettes, you don't go, what the fuck? Oh man, you must have so many funny stories, because it's basically just another thing that's a vice. It's like being an alcoholic, it's like being a chain smoker, it's the same shit. Same shit even at the level of people who do heroin, It's just the same shit, but it fucks them up more because heroin's a poison. Now, these show-off potheads, they get on my nerves a little bit at times. If they do something funny with it, I can appreciate it for being comical. There's a page on Facebook, Stereotypical Stoner. I liked it. Some of the posts are funny. Yeah, that's a bit show-off pothead-ish, but okay, at least it's entertaining. But these people who go up on their Facebook and they're like, oh, I got a gram but no backy, and my bong pipe broke, and, posting like, who gives a shit that you smoke weed? I'm just being honest with it, alright? Like, I think it's stupid that Snoop Dogg can make a career, because what is he? Everyone, let's say it together, the stoner rapper. That's all he is. He's not the best rapper. He doesn't tell the stories in the best way. He's known for a silky smooth voice that reminds you of smoking a bucket bong. That's what he's famous for. Isn't that the fucking stupidest gimmick when you really think about it? Because it's just another vice, another thing. And I'd put it as the same as someone who's addicted to drinking cans of Coke. It'd be like a rapper going out there, every day at work, I get 3 cans of Coke, bitch. It just wouldn't work. And that's how weed should be taken. And the reason I say this is because when you make it cool, you make it cool to young people. Remember that when you were 12, remember that age? Everything that was bad, you had to do. Because why is it bad? Because they're not going to let me do it, because it's most likely fun. And that's why you do these things. And some people, you got to remember, young people in this world live in areas that don't have parental supervision or guidance. Some people, there's kids living on the street. So when they see in the media or whatever they see or whatever they hear in people passing, is talking about, I smoke cones, I fucking do heroin, I did ice, I did speed. They hear that shit and then they go off and do that shit. And then I have to go on the fucking internet, on the stupid MS, that new shit from America, and some fucking 12-year-old's hooked on speed. That's the fucking saddest thing I've ever fucking seen. And I saw this one picture, and it's these 4-year-old kids smoking cones, and all these dickheads like, yeah, smoking cones, they're fucking hardcore. That's not fucking hardcore, that's fucking sad, man. These kids haven't even developed their mind. They haven't even been given the chance to develop and make something of themselves before making that decision. And they're going, oh, it's fucking cool. When you're 18 and beyond that age, do whatever the fuck you want to do to your body, me included. I smoke weed, what the fuck ever, deal with that shit, move along with it. I'm not one of those people like, I can't go to work because I want to smoke cones. Look, that vice is my fucking problem. I'm still up at 5 o'clock every morning on my way to work. I'm not going to let that get in the way. I'm not going to get sympathy for it. I ain't doing any of that shit. And I get really pissed off when people use it like that. Like, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. People who are addicted to pot, who go to rehab and take up the space for someone who's actually really fucked up, like an alcoholic who's about to die because their liver's gone, or a heroin addict whose veins are fucking melting on the inside, that person belongs in rehab, not some stoner dickhead who's not mature enough, okay? And what about those kids that you're talking about who got fucked up as little kids? You know what? As soon as the evidence is there, slap the fuck out of those parents, and I mean really hard. I want to see some fucking blood, because that is just fucked the hell up. That pisses me off, because I'm probably a guy who will never pass on his seed, and I deal with that. But I can't deal with it when you put in my face people who have been given the fucking privilege, and then they go and get their kids fucked up on some shit. Like, you know that Nico chick from the Velvet Underground? When I heard that she got her 15-year-old son hooked on heroin, I said, fuck that bitch. She's a piece of shit. I'm glad the heroin killed her. What a motherfucker. It's one thing to fuck up your own life, but then to pass that shit on to an innocent child who doesn't have enough knowledge to know any fucking better, that pisses me the hell off. That makes me lose my fucking head. And I hate that when parents, just neglect their children. That one, fucking shits me to tears. Because, look, you made the decision to make the child. You have a responsibility now. None of this, lean on everyone's shoulder shit. You made the decision to have a child. And whatever the consequences of that are, whatever it is, the man runs away and you're left with the child. Well, you shouldn't have made the decision with that man. And I know that's harsh, and I know a lot of people will say women have confidence issues. Well, that just brings up another rant for me. What the hell's wrong with that shit? Women get treated terribly in our society, but it's hidden very well. And the reason I say that is women get treated basically like children. When you really think about it, men get brought up in a way that society says you have to be successful, and that is your only option. If you're not successful, you're fucked. That is what men are told their whole lives. What does that give you? It gives you a little bit of fear, but it gives you a little bit of drive as well. Women are told that you can get it. You can get it. All this soft speaking. I'm not saying get in a lady's face when they're young. I'm just telling society that really we should be telling everyone. If you're not a success, you're not going to get out there. You have to try your hardest no matter what. This thing where the one thing that irks me, I hate this, women can't lift as much as men. They can't, do as much physical work. A job set for a woman as a cook or something. Fuck that fucking bullshit. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a human, you're a human, we've got similar structure, okay, a little bit of difference here and there, you can work on that, not a problem, boom, go. If women were treated exactly the same as men, they would be like men. You would see more, tradies, that are women, which you do see, which is awesome. I think that's fucking great. I think how good is that? Equal opportunity. And people saying, oh, you like it because, buff women. No, because you can make a lot of money there and become a real success. They can become entrepreneurs, and fucking good for them. This whole, subtle sexism in the background thing, it just annoys me. Women are going to look good and all this. Women just have to do what men do, okay? That's how it should be. Women do what men do, exactly the same. Nothing different. There's nothing, totally different about the human brain when it comes to sex. Okay, we're driven in slightly different ways by different hormones, but overall, it's pretty much the same. People are going to argue with me on that. Oh, but this evidence says they use this side more because of the way they're treated. Our brain responds to what we get. Whatever comes in is how our brain is going to respond. Okay, a guy who becomes a psychopath, there is a chain of events that sends him there. A guy who becomes a full loving person who helps society, there's a chain that goes to there, and it's the same. The behaviour overall can be modified by the way the person is treated. And it's the same with drugs. You've modified society to say these things are cool. Young people are going to want to do these things because they're wrong. And it's cool. It's awesome to do ice and fucking lose half the skin off your arm and do all this shit. Show them the reality. I've said that in another episode. Legalize it. And show the people who are fucked up by it. You show a 25-year-old a guy fucked up by ice, and I mean really fucked up, where he's in a hospital bed, half his skin's gone, his nervous system is fucked. Show him that. Don't show him some flashy clip of a guy going to a dance rave, going crazy and then vomiting. Yeah, you just made it look awesome. That's kind of how alcohol's marketed, which is marketed in films. I'm surprised people don't even notice it. Like American Pie, it's a long ad for Budweiser. Okay, it's just fucking bullshit. It's stupid. And then they turn around, oh, kids are doing this stuff too much because you made it cool. Those fucking PSAs are fucking retarded. Like that stupid classic where they're talking about speed, I think, and they've got an egg in a frying pan. This is what happens when you do speed. Bang! That's fucking dumb. I was left just thinking whoever created this should be sodomized by a fucking broom handle. What a moron. Show the reality. What happens to you? Show the guy in the corner freaking out, all paranoid, scratching all his skin off. Yeah, that would have scared the fucking shit out of a whole generation. That's what they did with AIDS. People are like a lot more careful with sex now, because remember that fucking ad? That would have terrified the fuck out of everyone. A Grim Reaper comes out. And like bowling pins, you just get knocked down, you're fucked, you're dead. And then a bunch of celebrities start dying from it, and it really hammers the reality home, and now people are a lot more careful with sex. Do the same thing with drugs. Show the reality. And you know, I love how they get on the weed bandwagon, because that'd probably be the most mellow one. It'd be a guy who's depressed who then gets turned around by family and friends, and that's it, it's over. Show the fucking one with fucking heroin or speed or crack or something. Scare the shit out of them. Tough love. You know, people are all like politically correct and you gotta be sensitive and soft. I was a teenager. Teenagers are assholes. How do you get through to a teenager? You punch them in the face with reality. Really hard. Show them that shit. Not these stupid flashy ads. Oh, that guy's a dickhead. I wouldn't have walked on the road if I was on that. I wouldn't have got hit by that car. See, we can make excuses because that's what teenagers do, right? Show them one where, well, if I was totally fucked up on drugs and completely had half my brain eaten, oh, fuck, that would be fucked, eh? Oh, that'd be... See? Simple. Fucking our governments are just like, oh, how can we take No wonder people in America don't vote. Why? Oh, our government put millions of dollars into a campaign with a hot chick in a frying pan. Really? If I was in America at that time, I would have lost my head. I would have been walking up to Congress like, really? Really? And I wouldn't leave. I'd just stand there saying that over and over. Really? And just pointing at a screen playing it. Really? That's going to help society? Yeah? Okay, alright. I'm just going to go shove my fingers up my ass because that's probably more productive. Fucking hell. Mad as a goat.